Alright, we are back with more Bio Senshi DAN. I'm sorry it's been a while, but to those of you who follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you'll know that I recently released a game on iOS called Spunk and Moxie, so that's been the reason that I haven't had a lot of time to play lately, because I've just been trying to get the word out about the game, and it's doing pretty well so far. It's got about a 4.5 out of 5 stars on the iOS App Store, which is really good, so I'm gonna hop back into some Bio Senshi DAN, and we'll see where it takes us today. So now we're in a new area, and I have never played this part of the game before, and it looks like the enemies are dropping red E's now, which appear to give me 20 EN. I'm actually gonna switch to the gun, because I don't want to expend too much of my EN, because we don't know if we're actually going to need it in these later levels. You've done well, Dan. Listen up. This area is inside of the Mother Nucleazar. To clear it, you must destroy the 3 hearts. Then go left on this path to exit. That's all I have to say. Hurry and save this beautiful world. Awesome. So I get the impression that this may be the last stage of the game, and we're on part 4 of our Let's Play Bio Senshi DAN, so if we could finish the game tonight, that might actually be possible, and then we can check out some new games after this, which will be fun. I've got quite a few interesting ideas for games lined up. Let's see what's in this door. Do you have all 7 weapons? If not, get them now for 250 E. Alright. The rest depends on you. Good luck. Well, that's great. So we've actually got the weapons that we didn't have before. So this, I'm not sure what it's called, but it appears to be some kind of grenade. Doesn't seem to have a very huge radius on the blast, though, so let's see what this is. Oh, that looks really cool. So that's like a boomerang disc. I'm actually going to stick with that and just see how it does. And looks like we can't climb up in there. So how much, so this costs about 4 EN to use. And I'm having a lot of, not too much luck with hitting enemies. I'm gonna stick with this actually, this grenade, because it seems like a lot of enemies are flying, so provided I can hit them, this might be the way to go. Not doing too good so far, so let's just try that. Alright, now let's try this thing on here. Oops, whoa, he's got quite a range. And that's one thing we don't have with this weapon is range, so I'm just gonna stick with the gun. Ouch. Alright, so the enemies here are definitely not screwing around. Oh, okay, that was cool. So that makes me wonder if we can actually jump into that other one we saw earlier, so I'm actually going to go back and try to do that. And hopefully not get killed in the process. We do have 3 lives, so we're doing pretty good, all things considered. There we go. Oh, cool, so we can jump in there. Damn it. And get killed instantly. Alright, so we're pretty much right where we want to be. Worst comes to worst, you know, we'll just reload the save state that puts us back at the beginning, as opposed to having to continue from the very start of the game. For the first time, it seems like our EN is actually pretty low, so I guess it's because we're really making use of the other weapons. Whoa. That thing looked pretty cool. So having not played this for almost a week, it's really hard to get back into the stiff controls. When you run fast, these jet shoes let you fly. Only 60E. Let's take them. Thank you. I'll have to take your old item. Well, I don't think we had one. Oops, crap. I meant to shoot straight. Seems like we can move a little faster. This is an inn. Let's just stay here. Because it looked like we took a lot of damage. I assume that the shoes that we just got are going to let us jump over that pit in front of us, so let's check it out. I still haven't gotten the impression that we can fly yet from this. Oh, that works. So it looks like those shoes are actually necessary for proceeding through this area. Welcome, this psycho barrier is yours for 80E. Now this is quite an interesting dilemma, because the psycho barrier would take the slot of our shoes, but then how do we get back? Because I don't... Well, maybe that pit is... Maybe it's possible to jump over it without the shoes. I almost wonder if we can jump up into that somehow. I haven't figured out how we're actually supposed to fly, though, so that's kind of confusing. I wonder if she just meant, like, as a figure of speech, you know? Like, we're not actually flying, like, a pair of wing boots, but, you know, we're just kind of moving along at a much faster speed, which seems to be the case as far as I can tell so far. But if there's something I'm missing, then I wouldn't be surprised, because I don't know, you know, if it were between the shoes and having, if it were between having more speed or having more defense, I would probably choose defense at this point in the game, because so far we've managed to get through the game without needing to go too fast, so... yeah, I would rather have the protection than the speed. Because it seems like the speed isn't really helping us avoid any enemies. Or, you know, necessarily flying up into areas that we couldn't reach, which is the impression that I got from them. Damn. Man, we have 2 units of health left and got killed right there, so... And we lost the shoes, so... Next time we're gonna grab the barrier. I have a feeling that going through this area of the game, it's not gonna happen on my first time. So, we're probably gonna have to restart at some point. I'm just gonna continue proceeding, just to see how far I can get, as opposed to restarting now, so... This is so tricky. On one hand, we've got enemies above us, and another, we have enemies coming from the top, so kind of being beset upon all sides. And you know, the weapons aren't exactly the most... as you can see, they're not really the most efficient weapons. I mean... For this game, yeah, this area is going to be really tough. And it's not like the last area was tough because, you know, we had to deal with falling off of areas that killed us instantly, but this area just seems like straight up tough from the fact that the enemies deal a lot of damage and move in really peculiar patterns, so... It's good though, because even if we fail here, we're still kind of learning, you know, what to do. And this looks like the heart. Alright. One of the 3 hearts that I'm supposed to destroy, so let's just unload on this thing. Actually doing pretty good damage. I'm thankful that it doesn't move. Alright, so those should be simple enough to destroy, I hope. Oh, that's weird. I don't remember switching to my gun, but... It switched me to my gun, so... Okay, I think we just got spat out in the room where you buy the boots and the so... So we're not gonna get the shoes. I'm gonna see if we can jump over this pit up here. And I'm gonna see if we can get to this inn again. Okay, we can stay at the inn, that's cool. We're not going to. I'm just gonna try to make this jump, and it worked. That was great. So we're actually gonna get the Psycho Barrier, and then we're gonna go at the inn on the way back, so... And we don't have any lives left, so that kinda sucks. But we're doing alright in terms of, EN and items now, so... And now health. So... we might just be able to make some decent progress on our last life, and who knows, maybe the game will even throw us a 1-up. I'm not going to count on it, obviously, but you never know. Alright, so we're ready. And we don't have the speed anymore, but that's fine, because... Man, I wish he would duck more quickly, because sometimes I hit the down button and he doesn't even duck, so... It might just be because I was up against a wall or something. I'm a little bit confused about where we're supposed to be going as of right now, because I think we're heading back to the start, and there might have been a door back there that we missed, but I'm almost getting the impression that there's something hidden. Let me just switch to this for these kind of enemies, because they're really annoying. I hate the enemies that move in these flying wave patterns. And even though I tried using the item, they're still getting me, so... Okay. I also noticed that if the enemy is slightly off-screen or near the edge of the screen and you try to hit him, it's not going to register your hit, which is kind of lame, but... Okay. Now, I'm getting the impression that this is moving towards the, I'm confused right now, because I'm getting the impression that that path is the way forward, but at the same time, I remember seeing a door earlier that we didn't go in, so I'm wondering if, unless we did go in it, and I don't know, because they're mixing it up with, these kind of doors, and they're also mixing it up with the portals on the walls, so... That might have been the door that I thought we were supposed to go through, so I'm not really sure. Screw it. Nope. So we already got that, and yeah, indeed we're moving back towards the beginning. So I'm almost wondering if that heart that we destroyed is going to respawn if we make our way back to it, instead of actually finding 3 separate ones, if it's just the same one over and over again. Okay, so once we've destroyed the 3 hearts, we just go back towards the beginning, which is over here. And then we've beaten the game, apparently. Have we been this way already? Did you destroy the 3 hearts? If so, you are ready to go on. Well, we didn't, but let's just see what happens if we go this way anyways. Alright, this looks precarious. So it's not even letting me go in this door, so I guess that's the end of that. Well, and that's the end of us, too. So it looks like that's our last life, our last continue, and so now I'm going to have to load the game from the save state. And we're back again. So let's see if we can actually... Oh, I'm in my menu. I was wondering why I couldn't move. So let's see if we can actually do this all over again, which is... What we're going to do is... I didn't mean to go in here. Anyways. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna defeat the heart, and then we're gonna try to make our way back to the heart again, and see if we just have to repeat that process a few times. If that doesn't work, then I'm really not sure what to do. In that case, I think we're missing a portal or a door or some kind of hidden entrance somewhere, because I'm really not too sure where these other hearts would even be. So I'm not gonna invest in those. Whoops. I didn't mean to go in here. I'm not sure if we really need these. I'll just get them, whatever. I was gonna say we're not gonna invest in those because they didn't seem to be that useful from what we already have. Oh, and I just noticed that we actually have we already have the defense item, so we're just gonna skip that whole area there and proceed right to that boss area, I guess, which I think is in this way. Okay, so there's 2 portals back there, and I'm pretty sure one of them just takes us to those shops where we could buy the boots and the psycho barrier. And it appears we already have the psycho barrier, so we don't need to go that way, because I didn't want the boots, and since we already have the barrier, then there's really no reason to waste our time. MV is really low right now, so we're just gonna make really short work of this boss as soon as we get there. I like these, what are pretty much unavoidable bullets coming from the enemies. Just gotta take him out as quickly as possible. So yeah, in other news, things have been pretty good. Feels good to have released a game and see people play it. I'm glad that people seem to be enjoying it. Alright, crap. I think I jumped right into the heart and took a lot of damage. But he's already dead. So that's 1 down and 2 to go. So now we just gotta find the other 2. And look at that, our health is back up. That's really good. And we have our items. So we're not gonna go to the left because that's where you get the items. Since we already have that stuff, then we're just gonna keep moving forward, so. And yeah, I'm thinking there must be something that we're missing here. Because, yeah, it's really weird. Because there's that area up there, which I've never been to. So there's definitely something going on here. There's some kind of hidden area, I think. Unless I'm just being really stupid and missing an obvious door. Because we did pass up 2 back there, so let's just... Alright, so this is the middle door, I'm assuming. And we're gonna try this one. Now, have we been here before? I don't know. I'm really not sure. There's a door, and I don't think we've been... Nope, we haven't. So, alright, we seem to be making some progress. We're actually doing... We're in relatively good shape. Follow the green, go beyond the wall, take a ride down. Follow the green, go beyond the wall, take a ride down. I would assume that he's talking about the green portal that we entered earlier, unless there's another one or something else up ahead that we're about to come to. Just jump away from everything. Okay, so this is definitely a new area to us. Just jumping to speed things up a little bit. Alright, let's bomb these guys. I don't want to mess around with getting hit by cheap shots. Cheap, unavoidable shots that... What the heck? That was weird. I noticed that my, Okay, wow. We've got 3 paths we can go. Let's try. Oh, I don't know if we were even able to jump through that first one. So, we just tried the middle one. For 60E, these scanner goggles will let you see in the dark. I'm Ohayashi. What the hell? That's the first time an NPC has introduced themselves. That's kind of weird. Okay, so let's try to go in here again. Nope, can't do that. Let's try to go in here. Nope. Okay, so I'm almost wondering if I don't know. This is really weird. So we haven't seen a dark area, so I don't know why we would need the scanner glasses. I'm gonna assume that they're going to reveal some kind of secret that we haven't seen, so we're just gonna grab them. Which kind of sucks, because now we're gonna have lower defense. Aha! The old NES. Oh man, you gotta love that. You just gotta love it. Just you know, solid wall, just jump up into it and walk straight through. That is so classic. Alright. So I'm gonna assume that whatever area that we're coming up into was going to be dark. I'm hoping that that's the case. And let's just try to beat this. Oh man, that did a lot of damage. Oh man. Okay, wow, so those bullets actually put out a lot of damage if you don't have the barrier. And now I'm not feeling so, you know, I'm not feeling too good about our state of affairs. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we got sent all the way back here. Jerk. Alright, so good news is we're going to be able to get our psycho barrier back and stay at the inn, so... Oh my gosh. Okay. I was a little worried about that jump there, and it worked out, so... Bad news is we have to go all the way back to where we were before, and the MV is slowly increasing, so the heart isn't... I mean, we are obviously going to take some damage when fighting that enemy. As long as we can just get back to it, though, I'll be happy, so... Alright, let's stay at this inn. Because if we can get back to it, I'm pretty sure we can beat it, and, you know, things should work out. And I'm not going to take the goggles this time, because, you know, on one hand, I want to take them because I don't want to wind up in a dark room where there's, like, spikes and things falling from the ceiling and all kinds of crazy things. Like, I would assume at this point in the game there would only be those kind of challenges awaiting us in a dark room, so... But on the other hand, I don't want to lose this wonderful psycho barrier we've got, so it's really a... kind of a catch-22. So we're actually gonna... Ah, crap, wrong one. So we're just gonna see how we can do, you know, once we go past that hidden path through the wall. We're gonna hope that there's not a dark area, but then I don't know why they would put the goggles in if there wasn't, so... And let me just jump into enemies to make our life a lot more difficult. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess you can kind of jump over those bullets, but it's very hard to do. I don't think that's the way we want to go. Alright, just jump, jump, jump. Hopefully after this second heart, you know, we'll have... I mean, we've got 2 lives, so we're doing good. We just need to stay alive, and it's kind of weird that that hit us. Let's see. Let's try this thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah! Alright. Good old trusty spider shot. I think that's what they called it. Nice. Alright, so, you know, there's good ways to use these weapons. They're more efficient than others, so that's good. It's too bad that hitting select or something doesn't just quick change them, allow you to cycle through. Since this is NES, we don't have the shoulder buttons. They'd be great for something like that. Alright, looks like the boss room is right here, so we're just gonna try to get past him real quick. Hopefully not get... oh, immediately getting hit by bullets, so... let's just, you know, hit him with everything we got, because after we beat him, if he's like the last one, we'll get all our health back, so we'll be good. And we did it. Nice. Alright, we're in great shape, so, you know what? I'm actually going to do a save state here because we're doing so good. I don't want to have to start all the way over, so I'm going to cut the video and do a save state, and then we'll resume. So, actually, what I did while, you know, between loading the save state and saving it, was I decided to take a quick look at the walkthrough because I realized that we've explored just about every area that I know of. So there must be something secret, and it turns out there is, and it would have probably taken me a long time to find it, so here it is. You can actually go down one more level here, and here's the final heart, and now we're gonna do it. We're gonna beat this sucker, and possibly beat the game. Wow, okay. Nice. Okay, holy crap, look at the MV, it's just shooting up. This is pretty crazy. So this is really, I'm guessing, the last part of the game. And I'm going to assume that there's probably a boss, a final boss, to fight. But we are in great shape, so you can blow it out his ass. Alright, it would be nice to have the shoes right now, because we'd be able to just, you know, dash there a lot more quickly. But he wouldn't be a final boss without a ton of HP, right? So we'll still try to make it there as quickly as possible, and the good thing, on the bright side, is doesn't appear that there's any enemies anywhere, so this is really good. We've got full health, we've got our psycho barrier, and we've got 2 lives left, so we're actually in really good shape. The only thing that I'm worried about at this point is getting through that room that's right over here with the dripping blood and the spikes on the floor, and hopefully that's not going to present a huge problem for us. Oops. Now it looks like the blood's no longer dripping, maybe because we killed all the hearts. So, oh shit. Alright, so this looks like the last boss, perhaps? Let's just shoot the shit out of him. And this isn't doing any damage, or, well, it's not decreasing the MV, so I see, so that's interesting, that's really interesting. So what we have here is an auto-scrolling, what I thought was the boss is actually, whoa, hey, what the hell was that? That was not cool. Okay, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Personally, I kind of want to reload the state, because, yeah, I don't like losing the much-needed psycho barrier. Because look at that, now we're taking tons of damage. We might just have to... oh my gosh, okay. Wow, yeah, we're getting owned now. So I don't even know what killed us up here. I guess I just got too far ahead too soon. Because, yeah, look, there's nothing there that would have killed me. So... watch out, you can't touch the edge of the screen here, apparently. And we're not in, we went in, you know, from good shape to terrible shape within a few seconds. So that kind of sucks. What's going on here? Oh boy. Okay, so, fortunately for us, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, fortunately for us, we're in a place where the enemy can't hit us, but that proved to be incorrect. Let's just see what we can do here. And right before we got killed, I was actually gonna compliment the game's awesome design on this part here. where we're basically running into a, we're running into a moving enemy that happens to be the stage, so that's really cool. I really have no idea which item to use. I think we're just gonna have to end up reloading, so, yeah. Oh! Got a little too far ahead of ourselves. So yeah, we're gonna have to reload anyways. So we're just gonna have to do that whole sequence of beating the last heart and running through, and then we're gonna try to take on this last boss. Alright, let's do it. Alright, here we go again. And the good thing is, where we are is really close to the second, or the last heart, and so this part isn't too bad. We just pretty much run in here. You know, we don't even have to do anything special because he only had 8 MB, so... And this is just the part where we have to get through rather quickly. Quickly would be the preferable thing to do. So I'm going to be making use of this, the jump hop, so that moves us a little faster than just walking or crawling. I must say that I've really enjoyed the music in this game. I've enjoyed everything about this game, in fact. I've enjoyed the music, the graphics, the gameplay, everything just feels really great for an NES game. And as somebody pointed out, they think that if this came out of the US, it would have been a classic. I'm not sure if I'd go as far as to call it a classic, but I think it would have definitely been a cult classic along the lines of something like Chrysalis and the Guardian Legend, because those were both fantastic, absolutely superb games that are highly, highly underrated. And I would love to get into a Let's Play of them, possibly in the near future. But I'd like to cover some simple, more obscure games that aren't going to be too time-intensive, because Chrysalis and the Guardian Legend are games that take a huge chunk of time. So let's dispatch this enemy with this, because this seems to do the trick. Alright. And as for that, I'm not sure what to do here. Let's just quite literally stick to our guns. That was an intentional pun, obviously. Alright. So I don't know. Now, what the hell? I'm pressing down and he's not going down, so we're taking a lot of damage in here, and I'm almost wondering... Let me switch. Alright, I'm actually a little bit worried about this boss because we've got half our health, and this sucker is going to be not too easy, I don't think. Yeah, there's that. And wow. Ah, this sucks. Oh man. What was I to do? Okay, so at least his MV stays down. So this is really gonna take everything we've got. And yeah, these NES games are known to not be easy at all. So, man, what is this? Like, we killed the head. Oh my god, really? So I don't understand why I'm still getting hit with fireballs, because I made the assumption that this head was shooting them out. And yet they're still coming. I guess they're coming from the other head. So, whatever. I love how much the game is just lagging like crazy. And wow, hitting these guys does a ton of damage. You know what, guys? I hate to say that this is not looking good. This might actually take one more try. Oh my god, really? Definitely don't want to be wasting all this, but at the same time... Come on, man. Whatever. I'm actually going to try to use this. And I wish we would have got this weapon earlier on so we could have possibly gotten an upgrade for it, but... Oh man. And that was our last life. And you know what? If we wouldn't have died on the way there, we might have actually been able to do that, so... Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. And I'm actually gonna try to load the state without hitting fraps and just hope that it doesn't crash. Alright, it didn't. Nice. So here we are again, and we're already taking damage, so that's okay because we're gonna get our health back after we one-shot this heart and kill it. And I'm really sorry to you guys who are watching and having to watch me do the same stuff over and over again. That must not be very fun, but I am playing this to the best of my ability while, you know, still talking, so it's not really the easiest thing I've ever done. It doesn't help that this game, like I've mentioned countless times, has issues with response time on the controls, and I think the biggest problem is just, like, a lot of enemies just hit you with attacks that almost seem unavoidable, and that kind of sucks, because, you know, either that or I'm just really dumb, but I don't consider myself, you know, poorly versed in reflexes, because, you know, I don't know, it's just, these games can get a little stiff, so, but I think we can, I really think that we can do it this time, I really hope so. And since I realized that, I realized something great just now while playing this video is that we can do the quick saves, or I'm sorry, the quick loads without having to worry about fraps, you know, having to stop fraps, because if I just do a regular load, then I need to shut down fraps, because otherwise it wants to crash on me, which isn't fun. So, the quick save and the quick load don't bring any kind of Windows dialogue up, so I can just kind of, hold on a sec, ah man. Okay, bullets I can deal with. I don't want to get hit by the mounts because I think they do a lot more damage. So anyways, now that I know that we can do quick saves and quick loads, that's going to make things a lot smoother overall, you know, with alright, so let's just wait for that. Let's just crawl through here rather quickly. Oh god. He wasn't crawling fast enough. I'm not even gonna fight this guy because I don't see why we would want to waste our precious EN. Because he's not even the one spitting the fireballs. So, whatever. Now, I kind of just want to switch to this weapon and spam it. Right into the boss's face. And it's not doing too bad. It's just keep hitting me with this. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, we had him down to... Okay. This is it. This is it. We just won. Unless, you know, we get chomped by these jerks here. Which, considering how much damage these fireballs and these mounts do, it's certainly a possibility, so just try to get through this part as quickly as possible without taking any damage. And maybe I shouldn't have jumped down there yet because of those... Whoa, those fireballs, man. They're doing all sorts of crazy things. Well, the good thing to know is that we just need to hit the boss one more time and he's dead, so... Oh, screw you. Get your cheap shots in. Because this shit is going down. Alright. I don't even know what weapon I want to finish him off with. Let's just be cool and use the sword. I almost just wanted to switch back to the heat knife to be extra badass about it, you know? Use my weakest weapon on him. Alright, here we go. That's it. You did it, Dan. You saved the world. Let's return to 2081, where even those who were killed must now be living happily. It's funny, 2081 is exactly 100 years after the year I was born, so I must explain my special connection with this game. Alright, nice. Look at that crowd. Is this Dan's girlfriend? Wow. End. Oh wow, that was great. What a great game. So my final impressions on this game are it's great. I would rate the graphics pretty favorably. I mean, for its time, this really had some quality stuff going on. So I'd give the graphics like 4 out of 5 stars, or maybe even 4.5. I mean, I wouldn't call it perfect, but you know, it was pretty high. Music, definitely another 4.5 stars. Gameplay, well, the actual gameplay was relatively simple, but they did do a lot of cool things. I'd give the gameplay 4 stars. The control and the input, now that would probably be what I rated low. I mean, it was straightforward, and keeping in mind that this is an NES game, I'd probably give it about maybe 2.5, 3 stars at the most. So overall, I would rate this game pretty favorably. I'd probably give it about 4 to 4.5 stars. It was really fun. So this was Bio Senshi DAN, also known as Bio Warrior Dan. If you guys can get a chance to check it out, you have my recommendation. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for another Let's Play, maybe an obscure NES game. We'll see. We'll see what we do next. Alright, thanks.